Yeah, so welcome to the demo session, DevsecOps with multi-cloud plus AI. Fine. So this is a introduction to DevsecOps with multi-cloud plus AI master program. Fine. So before going to the session, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ram. I'm having 17 plus years of experience in IT, and the last 8 years I'm in teaching. Okay, so I trained 15,000 plus students across the globe, right? So my skill sets are Linux, DevOps, AWS, Azure, GCP, AI, and security tools, right? So currently I'm working as a solution architect with one of the MNC company. Fine. So this is my brief introduction. So let's get started. Fine. So DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI master program, right? Yeah, so today's agenda here is, yeah, still people are joining. So anyways, recording is there, right? So we can provide the recording, the people who are joined bit late. Okay. So let's get started. Fine. So agenda here is what are the prerequisites to join this DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI? So prerequisites and who can join this course and the course information, instructions to attend this course, what is DevOps, what is automation. So why the project teams are looking for DevOps and cloud platforms. So what is the role and responsibilities of DevOps engineer in real-time projects? SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. So let's go with one by one. Okay. Yeah. So still people are joining. Yeah. Fine. Look at here, everyone. So what are the prerequisites? Here, if you want to learn DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI, no prerequisite. So we don't require any. So testing knowledge, we don't require any admin knowledge. We don't require any coding knowledge. We don't require any developing background, right? So anyone can learn this course, DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI. DevSecOps, DevOps, DevSecOps, right? With the multi-cloud, three clouds will be covered. In our course, three clouds will be covered: AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. So along with this, AI services also will be covered. I'll show you that. What are the services will be covered. Fine. Yeah. So here, if you want to learn this course, we don't need to learn any developing coding. We don't require any coding background. We don't require any testing background. We don't require any admin background. So anyone can easily learn this course. Anyone can easily switch into the DevOps and DevSecOps with multi-cloud role. Fine. Now look at here. So here you need to spend your time. So 3 to 4 months, right? So our course duration is 100 days. Our course duration is 100 days. Yeah, so it may take another extra 10 days. Okay, maximum, yeah, 3.5 months to 4 months, maximum. Okay, so your time, you need to spend 3 months to 4 months daily, 2 to 3 hours. So daily you need to attend the live class for 1 hour to 1.5 hour, and you need to practice at least 1.5 hour to 2 hours, right? If you spend 3 hours minimum daily, you can easily switch into the DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI role, right? So your time is very important here. Second one here is, look at here, your effort. So daily you need to practice it. Practice is more important. So whatever you learn, whatever you attend the class, whatever uh, you are getting the stuff, right? That you need to implement, you need to practice, right? Your effort is very important. So daily basis, you need to practice. Fine. And also your dedication. So live class, make sure everyone attend the live class daily. So 9 a.m. to 10 or 10:30 a.m. maximum, 1 hour to 1.5 hour. You need to attend the live class daily. And also once complete the session, we provide the recording and also soft copy. We provide the documents and also recording, right? So you can go through the recording and documentation and you need to practice. Fine. So daily basis you need to practice. You need to attend the live class. So if you dedicate for 3 months, right, within 3 to 4 months, you can easily get into the project. You can easily cope up in the projects. How to crack the interview? How can we crack the interview? How can we present our skill sets? So all this will be covered in our course, right? So 3 months, within 3 months, you will get very good hands-on. So every concept, practical oriented concepts, practically real-time activities explained. Fine. So you need to practice daily basis. If you spend your time for 3 to 4 months, you can easily get into the project. Fine. Next one, look at here, everyone. Who can join this course? Who can join this? Who can learn this course? Look at here. So non-IT people, they can easily learn this course because our course starts from very scratch level to advanced level, very basic level to advanced level. So what is server? What is network? What is switch? What is router? What is load balancer? What is gateway? Right? So all the basics will be covered from scratch to advanced level. Our course will be so designed. Our course is designed. Our course starts from very basic level to advanced level. Fine. So non-IT guys, they can easily switch it to the DevSecOps with the multi-cloud role. And freshers, the people who have completed the graduation in 2025, 2024, 2023. So they can easily learn this course. They can easily switch it to the DevSecOps with multi-cloud role. So, and also the people who are having some career gap also can easily get into the project. So how can we fill the gap? I explain. I prepare your resume. I provide you all the FAQs, challenges, real-time activities, right? So how can we fill the gap? So in my previous batch, so one guy is having 8 years gap, 8 years gap. So currently is in Cognizant, right? So how to fill the gap? I explain. I prepare your resume, right? So I prepare your resume and also how can we present our skill sets in the interview. So interview preparation sessions I conduct. So once complete the DevOps tools, so we'll be having interview preparation sessions. In that you will get very good tips and tricks. So how can we crack the interview? So cracking interview is very easier and cracking the interview is very easier, right? But cope up in the projects, that is very important. So if you practice daily basis, you can easily get into the project. You can easily cope up in the projects. Fine. Yeah. So next one, IT employees, developers, testers, support engineers also, they can easily switch into the DevOps role from their current role, right? So non-IT guys, freshers, the people who are having some career gap also can join the sports, and IT employees, developers, testers, support guys also, they can easily switch into the DevSecOps role. So currently every project in every organization, they're using the automation tools, right? So every developer, tester, support guys, they are learning DevOps, DevSecOps. Clear and everyone? Yeah. So this is course information. So course name is DevSecOps with Multi-Cloud plus AI Master Program. So trainer name, my name is Ram. I'm having 17 plus years of experience in IT. So course duration 100 days. So it may take another extra 10 days. Okay. So maybe 3.5 months to 4 months nearly. Right. So class frequency Monday to Friday, 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes daily classes. 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes Monday to Friday. So sometimes weekends also will be covered. Saturdays also will be covered. Saturdays sometimes, right? So class duration 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it will stretch 15-20 minutes. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and class mode, classroom and online, both are available. If you want to come down to classroom, you can come down. If you want to attend the online class, you can attend. Course material. For every topic, document will be provided. Recordings will be provided 1 year access. So every session we upload into Google Drive. We provide the drive access for 1 year. You can go through the recording for 1 year. Clear and everyone. Next one, look at here. So instructions to attend this course. You need a laptop or desktop is mandatory with 8 GB RAM. So laptop or desktop is mandatory. So in mobile, we cannot practice. So 8 GB RAM is required because we use 4 GB RAM sometimes while working on Kubernetes, Jenkins, Docker. So we'll get some performance issues. That is why, so minimum 8 GB required laptop RAM, laptop or desktop RAM. We have to attend live class daily. So for 1 hour to 1.5 hours, so 2 to 3 hours practice is required, right? If you follow this, you can easily get into the project. You can easily cope up in the projects. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. So before going to discuss about DevOps, so anyone having any questions, you can ask me, Andy. So now, anyone having any questions, you can ask me. Anyone having any questions here? Up to here, any questions before going to DevOps introduction, DevSecOps introduction? So anyone having any questions, you can ask me. Any questions and anyone? What sec will cover? Yes, definitely, I explain. So you can unmute and you can ask your questions. Okay. Yeah. So someone asking, Maggie Shetty asking, Divasri Maggie Shetty asking, what sec will be covered? Sec means
సెక్యూరిటీ ఏం కవర్ అవుతుందండి? ఏం టాపిక్స్ ఏం సెక్యూరిటీ ఏం కవర్ అవుతాయి?
yeah, sure. Security tools. Security tools. So how can we secure our CI/CD? So I'll show you quickly. Look at here, everyone. So these security tools will be covered in our course. Look at here. These are all security tools. Okay, how can we secure our CI/CD? How can we secure our applications? How can we secure our Kubernetes? How can we secure our deployment models, deployment tools, right? How can we secure, right? So these tools will be covered. We can secure our CI/CD, build and release process, tools, right? How can we implement that practically? So we can work on that. Any other questions and anyone?
The AWS course which we are going to cover, is it enough to complete the certification?
Yes, yes. Yeah, once complete our course, right? AWS, you can write the exam your own. You can clear the exam your own. So that level of training will be provided. I provide you exam dumps, right? I provide you some tips and tricks, right? So every concept practically we can work on that. And interview questions I provide you, right? So I provide you all this stuff. So once complete the course, you can easily clear the AWS exam. Your own. Okay.
Sir, I have a question regarding how AI will be used with DevSecOps here with the course,
Right.
and what will be taught.
Right. Right. So AI assist DevOps. AI assist DevOps. So AI giving the jobs or taking the jobs? Anyone? AI giving the jobs or taking the jobs? Anyone have?
It's giving and taking both.
Okay. You're saying both. Fine. Others? Any others? Other answers? AI giving the jobs or taking the jobs?
Mhm.
AI not taking the jobs, and AI not taking the jobs. So AI giving the new jobs. AI giving the new jobs, right? So by using AI tools, AI services, we can implement our CI/CD. We can get the resources, right? So how can we work on? Look at here. I'll show you something like here. Yeah. So look at this. So these are all tools and AI tools. These are all tools and services, right? Yeah. So by using the Copilot, what we can do? So in Git and GitHub, so whatever the code required, that they can easily pull developers, not DevOps units. By using the AI tools, we can simplify the activities. We can easily perform the activities in real-time projects. So practically, I'll show you. So wait for sessions. Okay. So just I'm giving overview here. So AI assisted DevOps. AI assisted DevOps. By using AI tools, we can perform the activities very faster. Very faster. Okay. So AI not taking the jobs, AI giving the new jobs. Fine. Any other questions?
Hi Ram, this is Srisharan.
Yeah.
I have a question like, are we covering GCP here?
GCP will be covered. Yes. In our course, 3 clouds will be covered. AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. 3 clouds
Okay.
will be covered. Multi-cloud. So this is
Okay.
multi-cloud. Why we require multi-cloud? Anyone? So why we need multi-cloud? Currently, every organization, every project team, they are using at least 2 clouds. At least 2 clouds. Right? Because different costing, different quality of the services. Right? So we are using different brands of mobiles, right? Different brands, vehicles, right? Same way, different clouds. So different costing, different quality, right? Every organization, at least they are using 2 or 3 clouds. That is why in our course, multi-cloud, 3 clouds will be covered. AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud.
Okay, and I'm from marketing background with 2 years of experience. Can I join this course? Like, can I get a job after completing this course?
Yes. If you follow the process, if you practice daily basis, within 3 months, you can easily crack the interview. You can easily get into the project.
No, like, am I eligible? Like, I'm talking about, will I get a job on basis of my job,
Yeah.
or I can
In my
join as a fresher?
in my previous batch, one guy is having civil background, civil engineering. Okay. So he learned DevOps, DevsecOps. Okay. So currently is in TCS. Okay. So, and also non-IT people, pharma background guy also. So my 105 batch. So currently 107 batch is going on. Our batch number is 108. Okay. So 105 batch guy, one guy is having pharma background. Right? He cracked the interview. He's in project currently. So, but you need to dedicate your time. You need to spend your time. You need to dedicate for 3 to 4 months. So within 3 months, you can easily crack the interview. You can easily get into the project. You can easily cope up in the project. So in our course, right? So every tool will be covered in real-time projects. Whatever the activities you are performing, so all the activities will be covered. Once you get into the project, you will not have any confusion. So same activities we perform in our classes, whatever the activities we are performing, real-time projects. Clear, right? Sri Charan, I think. Sri, yeah. Is it clear to you? So in real-time projects,
Yes, it's clear to me.
whatever the activities we are performing in real-time projects, same activities we can perform in our classes. Okay. Yeah. Once you get into the project, you can easily cope up in the projects. Okay. Easily cope up in the activities. You can easily handle the activities. You can easily work on the activities. Fine. Any other questions? Fine. Now let's move on. What is DevOps? What is DevOps? Why the project teams are looking for a DevOps tools, right? What is the importance of DevOps, right? What is automation? Let's try to understand. What is DevOps? Anyone? Anyone having idea? What is DevOps? DevOps, DevsecOps. DevOps is a development and operations. Sec is security. So currently, every organization, every project team, they are looking for security also, right? Yeah. Now, what is DevOps? Let's try to understand. So DevOps is a set of practices. DevOps is a set of practices, right? It is not a tool. It is not a tool. It is a set of practices that combines software development and IT operations. Right? Yeah. So here, look at here. Where the multiple tools are connected to each other to perform all the automation of all the activities. Where the multiple tools are connected to each other to perform automation of all the activities. So what is automation? Anyone, what is automation? Anyone having idea? What is automation? Automation is nothing but, so currently whatever the activities you are performing in manual way, those we can, those activities you can perform in automated way, right? For example, code merging, code movement, code deployments, right? So by using automation tools, we can automate the activities. By single click, we can deploy a number of applications. By single click, we can deploy the code. By single click, we can merge the code. We can modify the code. So by using the DevOps tools, we can automate the activities. Fine. Now look at here. So it's a continuous deployments, continuous integration, continuous testing, and continuous monitoring. What is deployment? What is integration? What is testing? What is monitoring? We will see in further slides. Okay. Now, let us go with the little bit history of DevOps. DevOps arena started in 2008. DevOps is not new process. It is a very old process. DevOps process is very old process. It was started in 2008, right? Yeah, so by the time we used to use very old tools like Puppet, right? So Puppet is the automation tool, so which is very old tool. So Puppet is not having 100% automation activities, right? So currently we are using advanced tools like Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible, Terraform. These are all very, very advanced tools. Fine. Now look at here. Here we have two sections: developers, operations. What is developer? What developer will do? So developers develop the code, right? They build the application, they prepare the applications, they modify the applications, right? And operations are nothing but a collection of all the devices, collection of all the servers which are hosted in the data center. Collection of all the servers which are hosted in the data center. So what is data center, anyone? Data center and anyone, what is data center? Data center is a server room where we host all the servers. Data center is a server room where we host all the servers, right? Now, let's move on. So if you want to start any project or if you want to start any startup company, very first thing what we required servers. If you want to start any startup company or any project, we required servers, right? So who will prepare the servers? Admins prepare the servers. Admins prepare the servers, right? And also, when we talk about servers, so here we have different set of servers are available, right? So development servers, UAT servers, pre-prod servers, production servers, different set of servers are available. So in development server, developer develop the code. In development server, developer develop the code, right? Once development is completed, testing should be happened on the QA servers or UAT servers. Testing should be happened. So after that, we can deploy onto pre-prod before going to production. So finally, we can deploy onto prod servers so that application will be live. We can access through internet, right? So here, server admins prepare the servers and developers develop the code, testers test the code, that is fine. But who will build the code? Who will build the code? So DevOps engineers build the code. DevOps engineers build the code. Build means deploy, right? Yeah. Now, look at here. So now, we have two methodologies available. Two methodologies: Agile methodology and also waterfall methodology. So two different methodologies. So currently, every organization, every project team, they're using Agile. So what is Agile, and anyone? Anyone having idea? What is Agile? Real time, guys. What is Agile? It is a development model, right? It is a modern development model. Am I correct or not? Yeah. Simply we can say Agile is the parallel development. Agile is the parallel development, right? So every organization, every project team, they are using Agile methodology currently. So Agile, yeah. So Agile is having, yeah. So Agile is nothing but we can say it is a parallel development, right? So parallel development. So in this Agile, we create the sprints, right? What is sprint, anyone? Sprint is a timeline. Sprint is the timeline. Sprint can be sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. Sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. For example, one sprint started today. So today is Wednesday. By next Tuesday EOD, that should be completed. That is the 1 week sprint, right? Yeah, 1 month sprint. So 28th Jan, one sprint started today. By next month, 27th EOD, that should be completed, which is a monthly sprint. Sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. Sprint is a timeline. Okay. So currently we are using Agile methodology. Agile is nothing but parallel development. So every application is having front end, back end, database, right? The front end, back end database we can divide into sprints. The sprint is a timeline. Sprint can be 1 week to 1 month, right? So next one, waterfall methodology. What is waterfall? Waterfall is the sequential development. Sequential development. So currently we are not using this. We are not using the waterfall methodology currently, right? We used to use 8 years back, 10 years back, we used to use. So currently, most of the project teams are using Agile methodology. So Agile is the parallel development. Clear it, everyone? Yeah. Now look at here. So this is the waterfall, sequential development. Sequentially, the code will be developed. So while working on the developers, so as a DevOps engineer, DevSecOps engineer, we don't need to worry about the coding part. Developer develop the code. Testers test the code, right? So as a DevOps engineer, DevSecOps engineer, we can automate the deployments. We can work on the integrations. We can work on the tickets, right? So our role is different role. We don't require any coding background. We don't need to involve into the coding part. Fine. So for example, in waterfall methodology, development is going on. Middle of the development, some hard fixes happen, issues happen. Development should be stopped. First, they need to fix the issues and they can resume the activities. So waterfall methodology, sequential development will not move forward, right? So some breakups will be happening. But whereas Agile, so Agile is having parallel development. Parallelly, so we can create different branches, different developers, they work on the different branches. They can develop the application, they develop the code, they build the application. Clear, right? Yeah, Agile and waterfall currently. So we are using Agile. So while working on Git and GitHub Jenkins, I will go very deep dive about this Agile. While working on Git and GitHub Jenkins, so we'll go very deep dive about this Agile. Okay, fine. Now look at here, everyone. So this is build and release process. Build and release process. Here, this is the Git local. Git local, right? So developer develop the code in their Git local. So developer A, developer B, developer C. 3 developers are working on their local Git. Once the development is completed, the code should be pushed to the remote repository, which is GitHub, right? So 3 developers are working on front-end, back-end database. Once development is completed, they push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub. Once the code is moved to GitHub, so our next tool is Jenkins. Jenkins is the CI/CD tool. Jenkins is the CI/CD tool. So in DevOps, we have multiple tools are there. So all the tools are individual tools. One tool will not communicate other tool. Jenkins is the mediator tool. It will integrate all the tools, will communicate all the tools by installing plugins, right? For example, the code is available in GitHub. I want to pull the code from GitHub to Jenkins. if I want to pull the code from GitHub to Jenkins, so we required CI/CD tool, which is Jenkins, right? So in Jenkins, we prepare the jobs and we run the jobs. In Jenkins, we prepare the jobs and we trigger the jobs. Once we trigger the job, the code will be pulled from GitHub to Jenkins. So clear, Andy? Any questions? Up here, any questions, anyone? Anyone having any questions? Yeah. Fine. So Jenkins is the core tool, advanced tool, CI/CD tool. In DevOps, we have multiple tools are there. So all the tools are individual tools. One tool will not communicate other tool. So Jenkins is the mediator tool. It will integrate all the tools, it will communicate all the tools by installing plugins. So plugin is the package. For example, so there is a code here. There is a code here in the GitHub. Here we have code. So this code I want to pull from. So I want to pull this code from GitHub to Jenkins. I want to pull this code from GitHub to Jenkins. Right? How can we pull this code? First, we need to integrate GitHub with the Jenkins. After, we need to prepare the jobs here. So we can trigger the jobs. Once we trigger the jobs, so this code will be pulled from GitHub to Jenkins. Right? So this code should be finally deployed onto respect to application server, Tomcat server. Right? So whatever the code we pull from GitHub to Jenkins, which is we can say raw code and raw code. Raw code. Raw code is nothing but unstructured code, unformatted code. So this raw code will not understand by application servers. That is why we integrate one more tool, which is Maven. Maven is a build tool which generates artifacts. Artifact is nothing but archive file, binary file, zip file, tar file, war file. As per the project requirement, Maven generates the respective artifact. That artifact will be given back to the Jenkins. Here we deploy the artifacts. In application server, deploy the artifact. Right? So for example, in your laptop, you have 100 documents available, 100 PDF documents available. Right? I ask you to send those documents to me. What is the simplest way to send those documents to me? How can you send that? In your laptop, you have some PDF documents, 100 documents. I ask you to send those documents to me. How can you send that documents? Anyone?
Zip file.
Yeah. Instead of attaching 100 documents to the Gmail, what you will do, you can convert into zip format and you can send it across. Send it across, right? Same way, same process will be happening in Maven also, right? So Maven is a build tool which generates artifacts. So Maven take the raw code from Jenkins, will convert into single file as a jar file, war file, ER file. That file will be pushed back to the Jenkins. Jenkins deploy the war file on respective application server. Clear, right? So this is build and release process. Build and release process, right? So every organization, every project team, they are following the same process. Clear, right, everyone? Is it clear to you, everyone? Any questions, and anyone? Up to here, any questions, anyone? You can ask your questions if you have any questions. Are we going to cover any specific security SaaS or DaaS tools? Definitely, definitely. I'll show you. Wait for some time. Nirmala garu. Fine. Yeah. Next one. Look at here. So these are the automation. These are the advanced tools like Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. Okay. So currently, Puppet and Chef we are not using. Puppet is completely outdated. Chef also almost outdated. Only 5% of the project teams they are using Chef. So most of the project teams they are using Ansible. So Ansible is very advanced tool, very core tool. So currently every organization they're using the Ansible to automate the deployments. Okay, fine. Now, so what is Ansible? What is the importance of Ansible? Let's try to understand. For example, I have 1,000 servers. I want to deploy Java on 1,000 servers. I want to deploy Java on 1,000 servers. So if you want to deploy Java on 1,000 servers, what is the process we follow? What is the process we follow? Anyone? Very first thing, what we will do? Let us take single server and let us take single server. On single server, I want to deploy Java. What is the process we follow? Very first thing, we need to connect server, right? By using RDP or PuTTY, right? If the server is Windows server, we can use the RDP. The server is the Linux server, use the PuTTY to connect, right? So after that, we need to login server, right? Login server, right? By using username and password. We can login server, right? So after that, we need to check Java installed or not, right? So Java is available or not, we need to check. So after that, the Java is not installed, we need to install Java. If you want to install Java, we need to get the Java package, right? Copy Java software from share folder, share folders. We can copy the software from share folders. Share folder is nothing but central repository. Central repository. In real-time projects, we don't download from internet. We don't use the pen drives. We don't use the CD drives. Because firewalls, right? We copy the software from share folders, from central locations, right? So once we copy the software, after that we can install Java on the server. We can install Java. Once we install the Java, we need to set environment variables. We need to set the environment variables, right? So once we set the environment variables, finally, we need to reboot server. So reboot or restart both are same. Reboot or restart both are same. Okay. Once we reboot the server, yeah, so we can access the Java, right? So this is the process normally we follow in the physical manual servers, right? Yeah. So now, for example, 2 to 3 years experience guy, how much time will take to perform this activity? So maybe, 30 minutes he will take. He may take 30 minutes. Okay. The person is expert. He may take 15 minutes to perform this activity manually, right? So let us say 10 minutes only. Let us say 10 minutes only. 10 into we have 1,000 servers equal to 10,000 minutes. 10,000 minutes we need to spend for the activity. So to deploy the Java on 1,000 servers, we need to spend 10,000 minutes, right? So in real-time projects, yeah, we work on tickets, right? We work on tickets, requests, right? Tickets. When we talk about tickets, we are using the ticketing systems, right? Ticketing tools like ServiceNow, Jira, BMC Remedy. These are all ticketing systems. In real-time projects, we are using the ticketing tools, right? Yeah, ServiceNow, Jira, BMC Remedy. These are the ticketing tools, right? So in the ticketing tool, customer raised the ticket, we receive the ticket. So as per the SLA, we need to close the ticket, right? So SLA, what is SLA and anyone? What is SLA? Anyone having idea? What is SLA? Anyone having idea? Real time, guys.
Service level agreement.
Service level agreement, right? So what is service level agreement? It is a timeline, right? So when we talk about SLA, so different SLAs are available, which are P1, different types of tickets are available. P1 ticket, P2 ticket, P3, P4, right? So priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4. So P1 ticket is having 1 hour SLA. P2 ticket is having 4 hours SLA. So P3 ticket is having 24 hours SLA. So P4 ticket is having 48 hours SLA. Right? As per the SLA, we need to close the ticket. Otherwise, what will happen? That will be escalated. It will move to the next level. If the ticket is escalated, what will happen? So our KPI will be impacted. KPI, key performance indicator, key performance indicators, right? Our performance will be degraded. If the KPI is impacted, the KPI is impacted. The KPI is impacted. What will happen? The tickets are escalating, keep on escalating. KPI is impacted. What will happen in anyone? So definitely that will impact your salary hikes, right? So that is why to avoid all these issues, currently we are using very advanced tools like Ansible is the automation tool. This is the manual process, Andy. This is manual process. If you follow the manual process, so within the SLA, for example, so 10,000 servers Java deployment, it takes 10,000 minutes. Sorry, 1,000 servers, if you want to deploy Java, it takes 10,000 minutes. So definitely SLA will be breached. SLA will be breached, right? So definitely that will be escalated. The issue is escalated. If the issue is escalated, what will happen? Your KPI will be impacted. Okay. So definitely that will impact to your salary hikes. So to avoid all these issues, so currently we are using advanced tools like Ansible. By using Ansible, so we automate the activities. So within 1 minute, we can deploy Java on n number of servers, not only 1,000 servers, not only 10,000 servers, we can deploy on n number of servers within a minute by using Ansible, right? So let's try to understand same requirement. How can we achieve using the Ansible? Let's try to understand. So this is my Ansible server. This is my Ansible server, right? So I have 1,000 servers available. On 1,000 servers, I want to deploy Java. Look at here, everyone. Yeah, on 1,000 servers, I want to deploy Java. So here I have 1,000 servers. So development, 300 servers. QA, quality assurance, 300 servers. And a production, prod, 400 servers. So on this 1,000 servers, I want to deploy Java. How can we deploy the Java? By using Ansible. So very first thing, we need to authenticate from Ansible to development, QA, and production. First, we need to authenticate from Ansible to development, QA, and production. How can we authenticate? By using SSH authentication. So when we talk about authentication, so we have two types of authentications are available. So key-based authentication and also user-based authentication. Key-based and user-based. So currently, every project team, they're using the key-based authentication only. User-based, we are not using key-based. So we generate one public key on Ansible server. that key we can add into all the target servers so that authentication will be established, right? Once authentication is enabled, so after that, what we will do, we can create inventory groups and we can create inventory groups. What is inventory? Inventory is nothing but server information. So we have three set of servers, right? Development servers, dev servers, and also QA servers, quality assurance servers, and also we have prod servers. So three set of servers we have. So all the server IP addresses we need to add into these groups. All the IPs we can add into groups here. Because segregation, right? For example, Java should be installed on only development servers. We can select the dev group. So QA servers required testing tools. We can select the QA server. Prod applications should be deployed onto prod servers. We can select the prod group. Like that, we can segregate. Clear, right? This is the way we can configure the inventory groups. Fine. Once we prepare the inventory groups, after that, we need to prepare simple YAML file and YAML script. Simple YAML or YML script. It's a very simple script. So YAML full form is yet another markup language. Very simple script set. I'll show you. If you want to deploy the Java, how can we prepare the scripts? I'll show you. So here, this we can say playbook. Playbook, very simple playbook. So this YAML scripts provided by Ansible only. So Ansible itself, the scripts are available. Where we get that scripts, I'll show you. Okay. Now, if you want to deploy the Java, look at here. So simple script I'll show you. If you want to deploy the Java, look at here, everyone. So this is only the script. This is only the script. Open this. Yeah, look at here, everyone. So if you want to deploy the Java, this is only the script. So three hyphens indicates starting of the playbook. Three dots indicates ending of the playbook. So this is common for every playbook, every script, right? So hyphen host, all host, tasks, which tasks you're going to perform. Install Java. This is for our understanding. So these lines are common for every playbook ID. So we can remove this. So this is the actual playbook. M column, name equal to Java -1.8.0 -openjdk space state equal to present. We can prepare the script and we can trigger the script. How to trigger the script practically? So I'll show you while working on Ansible, right? Yeah, once we trigger the script, right, Java will be installed on all the servers within a minute. Within a minute, Java will be installed on all the servers. Fine. Yeah, so here there is an interview question. There is an interview question, which is a very common question. So come across, right? So question here is, to deploy the Java, why should I go with Ansible? To deploy the Java, why should we go with Ansible? We can use shell scripts also. Why? What is the importance of Ansible? Interviewer asks this question. Right? So what is the answer here? So to deploy the Java, why should we go with the Ansible? We can use the shell scripting also. Right? Yes, we can go with the shell scripts also. That is fine. But what is the difference here? The difference here is idempotency. Idempotency, which is a very, very important term. Idempotency. So what is idempotency? So for example, 1,000 servers we have, in which 500 servers already Java available. Java team already working, right? So 500 servers are not having Java. So all the servers will trigger the Java by using shell scripting. when we trigger the Java, when we trigger the shell scripts for installing Java, whatever the Java already available, that will be gone first. That will be removed by shell scripts. Java team already working. Java is removed. What will happen? Some disturbance will be created. So whereas the Ansible, whatever the servers already available Java, those will not be disturbed by Ansible. Ansible will not disturb any existing setup. It will clearly tell you, so Java already available. If you want to upgrade the Java, that is a different case, right? So Java, yeah, Ansible is very smart, very advanced tool, right? So if you already deployed the Java, it will clearly tell you that Java already available. Okay, so while working on Ansible, we'll go with the architecture of Ansible. We'll go very deep dive. So it is very interesting tool. Ansible is very interesting tool, automation tool. We can automate any activities by using Ansible. Clear? And any questions here, anyone? Anyone having any questions here? Yeah. So any questions on anyone? Fine. Yeah. So this is Ansible architecture. So this is Ansible architecture. Look at here. So while working on Ansible, we'll go very deep dive. Okay. So Ansible is very advanced tool, very core tool. By using Ansible, we can automate any deployments, any advanced deployments. Fine. Now look at here. So Ansible we can integrate with the Jenkins. So Jenkins trigger the job to the Ansible. Jenkins trigger to Ansible. Ansible go and deploy the applications on target servers, Tomcat server or application server. Okay. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. So these are the tools we are going to cover in our course. We are going to work on these tools, right? So in our course, AWS cloud will be covered fully. Azure and GCP also will be covered. So Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Grafana, Prometheus, SonarQube, JFrog, Nexus, Tomcat, Docker Swarm. These are all covered in Argo CD, GitOps project also will be covered, right? So these are all the tools will be covered. Along with this, 4 advanced projects will be covered, right? So look at here, everyone. Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform, Ansible. These tools are very core tools, very advanced tools. We are going to learn this many tools, but we don't use all the tools in real-time projects. If you learn all these tools, you can easily cope up in the projects. You can easily crack the interview. You can fit with any project. If you learn all these tools, you can fit with any project. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions, anyone? Yeah, so these are all tools will be covered in our course. We'll go very deep dive only. So every tool will go practically very deep dive. Fine. Now, these are the security tools. DevSecOps, right? Our course is DevSecOps. These are all security tools and services. So security tools will go very deep dive. We can configure every tool, right? So these are the AI services and tools. Fine. Next one, Linux also will be covered in our course. Linux also covered in our course, right? So these are all Linux services and commands, deployment commands, right? So different activities we can perform in our classes. Fine. Yeah. So support, what kind of support we provide? So daily recordings will be provided, FAQs, frequent asked questions, supporting documents, sample projects, resume preparation, resume support. I prepare your resume, technical support. So every batch is having WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group, so you can post the screenshots while practicing. If you are facing any issues, right? You can post the screenshot. I'll give you solutions, right? Certification support. I give you support to clear the exam. Placement support, placement assistance we provide you. Fine. So these are all we provide you. So these are the numbers you can take down. So this is our institute number. This is my personal number. Please take down everyone. So if you have any more questions, if you want to reach out to me, you can call directly to this number. So trainers, they never share their personal numbers. Trainers, they never share their personal numbers. We share our numbers from Harsha Trainings. Yeah, you can take down my number. I have only one number, so you can reach out to me anytime, right? If I'm in class, so I'll call you back, right? So yeah, anytime you can call, right? So yeah, definitely I'll answer the call, right? If you have any more questions, if you want to discuss with me, you can reach out to this number. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions, anyone? Any questions, you can ask me now. Anyone having any questions so far? Any questions, you can ask me now. Fine. Yeah, so this is the first demo. Yeah, tomorrow we'll discuss about one more session, cloud introduction, one more demo, right? Yeah, 3 demos you can attend freely. So after that, if you are interested, you can register. Okay. So our course timings 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. IST, right? So once the demos completes, so we'll jump into real live classes. So regular classes. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow also same timings, same link will work. You can join at 9 a.m. IST sharp. Okay. Session will be completed by 10 a.m. or 10 a.m. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So every tool will go very deep dive, practical oriented sessions. All the sessions are practical oriented sessions, right? So until you get the job, I give you support. Okay. So if you follow the process which I explained, so 100% you get the job. My students, previous batch students are getting the jobs. So currently 107 batch is going, 107 batch going, right? So our batch number is 108. Fine. So every soft copy I provide you, we upload into Google Classroom, Google Drive. So look at here. Every document I upload into Google Drive. So you can download all the documents from here, and recordings also will upload into Google Drive. You can download all the documentation from here. Look at here. So these are all documents. Daily basis I upload the documents. Yeah, look at here. These are all documents. Every day I upload the documents. You can download the documents and you can go through the recordings and you can ask your question. This is 107 batch, 106 batch, 105 batch, right? So like this, 105 batch. So the batch is in mid, almost, yeah, completing this batch, right? So every batch is having minimum 15 to 20 people, right? Fine. So any more questions, you can reach out to my number, which I shared with you. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow, same timing, same link will work, meeting link. If you want to come down to classroom, you can come down. Fine. Yeah. We can stop here. Fine. Yeah. So we'll meet tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you all.